Hey there, Gridiron fans. Welcome back to the Gridiron Showdown. Today we're diving into the heart of American football. Now, whether you're a newbie or just need a refresher, by the end of this video, you'll understand the basics of the game and be ready to cheer for your favorite football team. And stick around because we're going to reveal the one secret that every seasoned fan must know. So, let's get started on this Gridiron Showdown, understanding American football. Let's go! The field. First up, let's put your football IQ to the test. Do you know how long and wide an American football field is? Is it A, 100 yards long and 50 yards wide, B, 120 yards long and 53.3 yards wide, or C, 100 yards long and 53.3 yards wide? Think you know the answer? Let's find out. If you answered B, 120 yards long and 53.3 yards wide, you're right. An American football field is like a massive chessboard where the strategy meets athleticism. You have your 100 yards of play, and then at each end there's an end zone, which is 10 yards deep. Imagine the goal lines as the finish lines where all the magic happens. The goal? It's like an epic race to the finish line where every inch matters and the thrill of victory is just a play away. But wait, there's more. Every 10 yards along the field, you'll see white lines called yard lines. Now, these are like road signs of the football field, helping players, coaches, and fans know exactly where the ball is. And those little hash marks in the middle, they're like tiny signposts used to spot the ball for each play. Fun fact, the field size and these markers have been standardized since 1912 in the NFL. Now, picture this. It's the final seconds of the game. The crowd is roaring and the players sprint towards the end zone. Will they make it? That's the thrill of football. The teams. Time for another quiz. How many players are on the field for each team during a play? Is it A, 9, B, 10, or C, 11, or D, 12? Got your answer? If you said C11, you're spot on. Each team has 11 players on the field at a time. Therefore, a football team will have 11 players on offense, 11 players on defense, and 11 players on special teams. On offense, you've got the quarterback, who's like the ship's captain. The quarterback will have the football in their hands every offensive snap and will execute the offensive pass or run play called by their offensive coordinator. The offensive line, they're the unsung heroes of protecting the quarterback and opening paths for the running back. On defense, you've got the wrecking crew players trying to stop the offense. The defensive line charges ahead to tackle the ball carrier. Linebackers are versatile and can do a bit of everything, and the defensive backs are on the lookout to intercept passes or stop those speedy receivers. And let's not forget special teams. These guys handle all the kicking, punting, field goals, and kickoffs. They might not be on the field as much, but they can change the game in an instant. Imagine a last-second field goal kick that decides the game. Talk about pressure. Here's a fun twist. Sometimes players switch roles. You might see a wide receiver throwing a pass or a defensive player scoring a touchdown. It keeps the game unpredictable and exciting. Game structure and timing. Next quiz. How many quarters are there in a football game? Is it A, 2, B, 4, or C, 3? What do you think? If you picked B, 4, you're correct. An American football game is divided into 4 quarters, each lasting 15 minutes. Don't be fooled by the clock though. With all the stops, starts, and commercial breaks, the games usually run about 3 hours. Between the first and second quarters and the third and fourth quarter, there's a short break, just enough time to grab a snack. After the second quarter, it's halftime. In the NFL, halftimes last around 12 minutes. But in college or high school, it can be longer. It's not just for rest. It's when coaches can adjust strategies and players can catch their breath. And here's a teaser. During halftime, some of the craziest and most memorable plays are planned. Stay tuned. If the game is tied at the end of the fourth quarter, it goes into overtime. The NFL has a 10-minute overtime period with sudden death rules. First team to score wins. College football is a bit different, with each team getting a chance to score from the opponent's 25-yard line. Overtime is where legends are made. Just like Super Bowl 58 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers, where the Chiefs couldn't believe the 49ers wanted the ball first in overtime. Imagine the tension. One mistake could end the game, but one brilliant play or just being well-versed on how overtime works could seal the victory. Downs and yardage. Here's a tricky one. How many downs does a team get to advance the ball 10 yards? Is it A, 3, B, 4, or C, 5? Take a guess. Answer B, 4. The offense has 4 chances called downs to advance at least 10 yards. If they succeed, they get another set of 4 downs. If they don't, the other team gets the ball. Simple, right? Think of it like this. It's a game of inches and every yard counts. Imagine the tension on the 4th down, just a yard away from a new set of downs. The crowd holds its breath. And here's a fun fact. Sometimes teams will gamble on a 4th down with a trick play. These can be some of the most exciting moments in a game. Think flea flickers, fake punts, and reverse plays. The element of surprise can turn the tide of a game in an instant. It's like a magic trick on the field. Just when you think you know what's coming, bam! The play changes and the crowd goes wild. Scoring points. Another quiz. How many points is a touchdown worth? Is it A, 3, B, 6, or C, 7? Got your answer? If you said B, 6, you're right. A touchdown is the big prize, worth 6 points, and happens when a player carries or catches the ball in the opposing end zone. After a touchdown, teams can kick an extra point for 1 point or try a 2-point conversion from the 2-yard line. Then you have extra point field goals and field goals. Extra points are worth 1 point and field goals are worth 3 points. And if the defense tackles the offense in their end zone, it's called a safety, worth 2 points. It's rare, but when it happens, it's a big deal. But here's something more wild. The longest field goal ever made in the NFL game was a 66-yard field goal made by Justin Tucker of the Baltimore Ravens. He nailed this incredible kick, which is like sending the ball all the way across the parking lot. I mean, that's crazy. What's even more amazing is he made this record-breaking kick as time expired, securing a 19-17 victory over the Detroit Lions. Talk about clutch. Penalties. Time for a rules quiz. What's a common penalty for offensive holding? Is it A, a loss of 5 yards, B, a loss of 10 yards, or C, a loss of 15 yards? What do you think? If you guessed B, a loss of 10 yards, you're right. Yeah, penalties are called when players break the rules, and think of them as games, no you don't. Common penalties like holding, offsides, or pass interference can result in the offending team losing yards or giving the other team an advantage. It's like a game of chess where you can't cheat or you'll pay the price. One of the most infamous penalties, pass interference. Picture this. The ball is flying through the air. The receiver's eyes are locked on it, right? But suddenly they're pushed out of the way. That's a big no-no. It can result in a huge yardage gain for the offended team. So it can change the momentum of the game in seconds. Conclusion and the big secret. Final quiz here, folks. What is the shape of a football called? Is it A, an oval, B, a sphere, or C, a prolate spheroid? What do you think? If you said C, a prolate spheroid, you nailed it. And here's the kicker. See what we did there? This unique shape actually helps with throwing long distance and reduces the fumbles. Now, that's a fun fact to impress your friends with, folks. And that's the basics of American football. And now you're ready to join the millions of fans cheering on their favorite teams every Sunday. And remember, the more you watch, the more you'll pick up on the strategies and the nuances. And here's that secret we promised you. Did you know that the shape of the football makes it easier to throw at long distances, huh? Pretty cool, right? And there you have it, folks. Now you have a solid understanding of American football, from the field layout to the overtime rules. Whether you're cheering for your favorite team or just enjoying the game, you're ready for Friday Night Lights, Saturday Night Football, or NFL Sunday. Thanks for watching Gridiron Showdown, and remember, go out there and win the day.